It's time for the Power Hour.
Woo!
Welcome, everyone. So we're going to try something a little different. It is the Power Hour.
It is?
First off, get the thumbs up there. And if you like me and Bruce full screen, if you want more of the Power Hour goodness.
I like this.
With HD and, you know, competing with the big boys and the big ladies like Grace Randolph, which we might actually be covering tonight.
Uh-oh.
I heard Grace might be losing it. I heard she's spilling tea on James Gunn, so I have to find what that's about. Wait, I don't want to watch the whole video.
What is she spilling on James?
I don't know. You know how she likes to spill tea or make up tea.
I know.
I think, you know. So get those thumbs way up there.
Before you do that, can I say hi to the chat? Let's do this.
Yes. Yes, but I want to say the Power Hour is going to go directly into MME Live. And then Bruce is going to bounce. I'm going to kick him out. I'm going to open up the panel if people want to come on, and I'm going to do some mailbag. And then I'm going to get to bed because I want to stream again tomorrow night as well.
So I got first up, we have Donovan Martin. Hey, buddy, where is this coming from? Then we have CGH. It's Max, of course, is a source from one of those Max. They didn't do any research.
I did research. It's a rumor. Who cares? It's a rumor. It's fun.
Claudia, hey, buddy. Anthony Cheeseman, not this again. Sean Hickman, first Swift, now Gaga. Hey, Ashley. Congratulations. Hey, Ashley.
Congrats. Please, I got to contact DL again. Tell DL to contact me because he could still use the streaming thing. I just got to show him how. It's not that hard. We're Blue Jay, Crazy Joe, Talati are all still using it. So he just has to contact me because I value his contributions to Movie Talk.
Hey, Daryl Taylor.
Most of the time.
Hey, Daryl Taylor, too early to cast for MCU Xmen. Degrassi, how much cocaine will it take to get Kevin Feige to leave Dazzler alone? No one cares about Dazzler.
You know what? Wait. I got to respond to Degrassi.
Oh, here we go.
He's going the whole no one cares. No one cares about this character. I'm so sick of those. No one cares. No one cares. You don't know yet until you see the MCU magic. The MCU magic has overcome a lot of characters. No one cared about Iron Man. No one cared about Guardians of the Galaxy. No one barely cared about Thor or Captain America until the MCU. You know? So Dazzle might dazzle the audiences and the MCU fans, especially if we get the rumored star who is trading up from Joker FOLIE.
It's Joker FOLIE.
Yes.
You got to spit after that.
Nah.
All right, we got Blue Jay. Hey, buddy, rumors are for weaklings.
Yeah.
And we have David Riley Plus. Good evening, Movie Madness Entertainment. I am so affiliated with RJ.
I like RJ and Perp, but I am not so affiliated with him. So you got to get the joke with David. David usually says, I am not affiliated with the anti-SJWs. And now he's saying he is affiliated with RJ and Perp. We'll see. Rumors are for the weak, Blue Jay, really? Rumors keep the industry thriving. Keep nerds happy. All year round.
This rumor got you here today.
Even people that say, oh, Max didn't do his research and you're covering rumors again. You love rumors too because you love to shoot down the rumors. There's even fans that like to shoot down. Well, that's not going to happen. Well, no one cares about that.
No one can make Dazzler. No one can make anyone care about Dazzler. Not even Kevin Cocaine Raptor Feige.
Look at Cheeseman saying rumors are the
lowest. Oh, my God, Cheeseman.
Half of rumors come true. You know who was a rumor before Joker FOLIE do?
Me?
No, Lady Gaga was a rumor before as Harley Quinn before this happened.
Was
People still say Joker 2 shouldn't happen. She's not going to be Harley. She's a form of Harley. I don't know. I still didn't see it. I'm going to watch it.
Sure.
It's Bruce's fault. He was here.
It's my fault. You were tired and
he's like, nah, let's just go. Let's just go watch Insidious and not finish.
Yeah, Superman robot number 4. We're getting Wonder Man and DC.
All right, so let's get to the rumor first. The beautiful Lady Gaga. I'm a huge superstar Lady Gaga, who is still making waves in the music and the movie industry. I actually think she's one of the best actresses working right now. Honestly,
she's one of the best musicians turn actors. Also, if you think about it, Madonna tried it, Beyonce tried it. Who else?
Oh yes, I do have a super chat goal. If I get 5 super chats, $2 or higher, I'm going to give some memberships tonight.
Ooh.
I wanted to try the goal. So CGH, there's only 4 more. CGH Entertainment Plus, Canadian $6.99. UFOs from the oceans. Sorry, I mean UAPs. I have to be PC now. All this alien talk lately besides World War III. Come on. But alien talk is better. I think aliens are the least of our problems. Thank you for the support, CGH. I will talk to you. I'll talk to you about on your channel. I'm not interested. Like, I'm interested in fictional aliens, like in movies and in TV shows and in video games. If you could talk about those type of aliens, I'd be all excited. But actual aliens, I don't think, even if they do exist, do you think they're going to be as exciting as the movies? I don't think so. I doubt it. What do you think?
Me?
Yeah, you're the other person on the panel.
Well, as long as the aliens come and they're very sexual and they do drugs, we'll be cool. Well, you know, I know a lot of people are all in it for the alien butt sex. So,
oh boy,
get that probe up in there.
Well, I get there are some looking forward to that. They're smarter than us. Honestly, let's go back to Lady. See, he's already derailing us from the chat. I will say this: if they do exist, it is likely that they don't want to mess with us because they see what we're doing. We're polluting our world. We're constant conflict. And if you just looked at the news clips from the planet Earth, it would be ridiculous.
And Degrassi, alien butt sex is overrated. He's speaking from personal experience.
Okay. Speaking of, I don't know how to transition from that. Lady Gaga. So where is this rumor coming from? People are always going to ask, and they never are happy when you give the response.
What?
They're never happy.
We're giving my time to shine. Hello.
My time to shine. Hello. Which, besides grifting for cryptocurrencies, gets about half of their scoops right. I'm saying there. I don't know the identity. I don't know the identity they go by. But I think this is very plausible. Now, in the past, and even before Deadpool or Wolverine, there was another rumor for Dazzler, though. Now, Degrassi, let's get this out of the way first, Bruce.
Let's get what
Degrassi says no one cares about Dazzler. Do you think that's accurate?
I don't think. I think the people that cared about Dazzler are trying to sell their Dazzler first appearances, and it's the whole Taylor Swift thing. But Dazzler is such a C-list X-Men at this point.
Yeah, but how many?
Really? She's got a new comic book after I don't know,
but
2 decades, and
besides being a singer, does Dazzler in the comics get involved in the Xmen action and the storylines, or
no,
is
not
she just
she hasn't been
decide?
in, she really hasn't been involved in storylines in like 2 decades.
Okay.
You know
Well,
what?
I think this is an opportunity to make something more of Dazzler, and I believe that if there is an opportunity to bring Lady Gaga into the MCU, you should take it. I think you should take it. I think she'd be fun for the character. They still might not do a lot. It might just be a cameo, a music sequence, obviously. But I think I would put this rumor on the Power Hour scale, percentage wise. I'd go 50-50, but I'll go slightly above 55%. I think this is 55% possible. I think it makes sense. I think she is I don't think that I think if Joker Follow did better, that they might be interested in doing a Harley Quinn spinoff show or a movie. But Phillips said that's not going to happen. Warner Brothers probably is not going to go with it after the underperformed and they spent more. And she brings more credibility than Taylor Swift. I'm sorry. To the character.
Yeah,
She does.
She actually has acting experience, and she did win an Oscar for her role in A Star Is Born, I believe.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna
they
say
were all
my percentage is pretty much, if this is true, probably like 5% is true, 95% this is BS.
95?
Yeah, I'll say 95.
Okay, what about the part where Kevin Feige
I
is
believe
the one
I
that
believe that. I do believe he met with Lady Gaga, but I don't think it's for Dazzler.
What
Maybe
else would you bring Lady Gaga in the MCU for?
there's
What
so many
character?
different roles she could play. She could play anything. She could play a stapler on a desk or something.
I don't know. Anthony Cheeseman says this rumor is a light 4. Degrassi. See, he didn't say 100%. You see, he left that 1% there. 99% no.
Anything as a win.
No, he didn't want to say. He didn't want to go on the record as 100% because Degrassi does not want to be caught with L's like I do. He doesn't.
I don't think Degrassi's taking 1 L this year.
I'd have to research. I'll have to see.
Oh, here we go. So when Max says he's going to research, that means he's not going to do it and forget about it. And just trust me, bro. Trust me, bro.
I think probably a lot of times also this is how the industry works when people want to realize it or not. They throw stuff out there to see if it gets buzz. A lot of thing is FOMO and trending, and if this catches fire in social media, if a lot of people are talking about it, it's more likely to happen than not. If it lands with a thud, like, no. Research is my kryptonite. Yeah. So I think 55%, and I will gladly accept the results if it happens or not, and my L if it comes. But I think she should be considered.
An election.
I always do. Okay. I always do. I always have. And then I think she should be considered for most big projects. Really, I think she brings more to it. Although I still didn't see Joker Follow do, which I plan to rectify by the end of this year.
I enjoyed Joker Follow do. I enjoyed it. I don't know what people expected, but I got what I wanted. I got a very well put together movie, and performances were great. Only problem I had was Joaquin Phoenix underperforming his singing, where he wasn't. If you saw, was it Walk the Line? Was it Walk the Line?
Well, I love Walk the Line.
He sung really good, and Joker, it's just like he was intentionally singing bad for me.
Well, he's not supposed to be a great singer. Like, he's not supposed to be Johnny Cash, as far as I know. But I did put a poll in the chat. Please vote. Get the votes in right away let's see. This is only on YouTube, you Xers. So if you're watching on X, go to YouTube and let us know if they are going to do Dazzler in the MCU. Would you rather? Who do you think would do better, Lady Gaga or Taylor Swift? You know, I want to see. Figure drawing says Joker 2 was good. Degrassi watched something else.
Boy, look at douche.
I think that's a different type of movie, Degrassi. I don't know. The movie wasn't consistent in the slightest. It's not cookie cutter slog. That's what I heard. You know, I expected, to be honest, talking about Dazzler, I expected to be dazzled by Joker 2. And honestly, part of the reason, well, I didn't have my AMC A list, okay? And then the other reason is I get depressed when movies are bad, especially ones I'm really looking forward to. And I know that our old pal Brian gets in your head. Don't build up your expectations where it ruins everything for you. But if it really doesn't sit well with me, I'm going to be really disappointed because I think she's an amazing actress. I like Joaquin Phoenix. I like the premise. I like the first movie a lot. So I think that's why I'm kind of procrastinating watching. I think that's part of it. But now let's get to the results. And then we will watch Grace Randolph. We will react to her losing it. From what I've heard. I don't know what she really thinks she's hot stuff or something.
Is this the whole thing about her not liking Peacemaker?
No.
Or is this something else?
This is about, I believe, what's happening with DC right now, the Superman trailer, and even Creature Commandos. So, all right, let me get to the results here.
What do you got?
Bring this up. All right, here we go, Kevin Feige. I did a poll for you, so you could decide if you want to seek out Taylor Swift or Lady Gaga. Oh, now it's 50-50? I think it was Lady Gaga winning. We got some Swifties in the chat. Where'd they come from?
You only got 2 votes. What are you talking? Only 2 people voted.
2 votes? Only 2 people voted? Come on, everyone. Vote in the poll, please. Well, we only have... you got 11 people watching, 6 people on your channel, and 11 on X. You know, is there any more votes here? Okay, 80% Gaga. Come on, everyone. The third option. I should have put a third option. I guess I should have put a third option.
No Dazzler.
I'm not voting unless you put the original Dazzler. Who the heck is that? The one from the Bryan Singer movies that was barely in it or something. I don't know what he's talking about. All right. Well, massive landslide of votes. 3. I'm ending the poll. Lady Gaga 80% to 20%. You know. So Lady Gaga wins over Taylor Swift for Dazzler, coming to an MCU soon. Okay. That's the show. That's the end. We're less than an hour. No, I'm just kidding. No, we're gonna, talk about.
Oh, there was breaking news.
There was?
Yes. Okay. Let me find it. Pull the tab up. We have Jonathan Majors' ex-girlfriend Grace Jabari has now dismissed a federal lawsuit against Majors, filed in March of 2024, that accused the act of assault and defamation. Does this change anybody's mind about what happened that night, or you think was paid off before she dismissed the lawsuit?
Well, dismissed doesn't mean there could have been a settlement out of court or something, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to judge this man. We weren't there. It seemed like they were aggravated. I'm not saying any violence is good. That doesn't justify anything. It just seems like heated in the moment type of thing. He seemed regretful. He was running away. Bad experience. And I'm not going to judge him if he's not guilty of anything else and it was dismissed. I'm not gonna, if they want to bring him back as Kang, I'm fine with it. I really am.
I don't think
I'm done with this trial by social media stuff. If people are found guilty of something that's different, and then it sticks, and then this is a different situation. So
I will say this: that woman must be a very good sprinter because she chased him down wearing heels. It's not very easy to run in heels, from what I was told by Mama Bear.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's a factor. We don't want to say it. We don't want to diminish what happened, but also she was chasing after him, so she it doesn't seem like she was that scared of him. I don't want to judge just by the little experience we have of what happened, but in that instance, what we saw, she did not seem scared. She was running towards him. It was just a bad situation. I would beg anyone to not stay in situations that are volatile. Just move on if you're not working,
I tell you all the time with your YouTube relations.
Oh
so I want to know what the audience thinks about this. Do you think that if this incident would not have happened and Majors was still Kang, do you think this would have changed people's perception of Kang? Because it seemed like people started hating Kang once this incident happened. While he was, when Loki came out, it was fine.
I disagree. I don't think they started disliking Kang. I think they just started disliking. I think they started disliking the movie Quantumania. DeGrasse, don't hide like that.
What?
Well, wherever the speaker says.
Anthony Cheeseman said he'd rather see Kang than RDJ pretend to be Doom.
Well, I mean, this is becoming so frequent in the movie industry. I kind of actually want them to give him another shot. Honestly, if you're gonna, I don't want to compare. It's gonna be. I don't want people to get this the wrong way because I'm comparing two black men that are actors in Hollywood. But if you compare this situation to the Will Smith situation, that was a lot. That was a lot more intentional. Where at least from
I still think that was planned.
Planned? Chris Rock and no.
And they both benefited from the drama. Neither one of them was well, Chris Rock wasn't doing that well before this happened. After that, he got gigs, blah blah blah.
But I'm saying if they're gonna give him a chance, we got to be fair. Just because Will Smith grew up in the industry, well, that's his opinion, Donovan. People think it was done for ratings because So yeah, Sean says, look at all the chances Mel Gibson had. As far as I know, though, Mel Gibson, even though I totally disavow things he said, I don't know if there was domestic violence. Or maybe I'm not remembering right. I don't know. I don't remember. I'm just saying, if we're going to give Will Smith a chance again, I wish him the best, and I hope nothing like this ever happens again in his career or his life. I hope none of this stuff happens, but for sure, right, Bruce? I hope it's over for him. Anyhow, I hope he has a path to be a better person and have somewhat of a career after. I got the hiccups.
I think if he would have kept his mouth shut after this happened and his lawyer wouldn't release certain things, I think the charges would have went away. But he just made his lawyer made seem like he was really, really guilty before the trial. So when you have a lawyer, listen to your lawyer, shut up and don't talk to the media.
Yeah. All right. Well, Let me see what else we got here. Is it time? Does that look better, everyone? Let us know in the replay. Does that look better? Does this look better than this? I think it does. Let me see. When was I red pilled? I was never red pilled.
What?
I was white pilled.
Oh God.
From young Ripa. Because I researched what white pill means, and it means like okay, you're black pilled. That means everything, it's not worth it. Everything is shirt, and there's no point of anything, and it's all just a game. It's just an illusion. And then the white pilled is that you think everything will actually, there's a lot of things that suck in this world, but eventually things will work out and the good overcomes evil. So that's where I was. I don't know where I am now. That's where I was hoping for I was hoping to be, the white pill was accurate.
The way you're talking,
but I don't know now.
The way you're talking about it seems like you took a douche pill.
No. So I don't know if that's how I still feel though. Okay. Let's react to Grace.
I don't know why Max brings this stuff up. Go ahead, you watch Grace.
It's CJH's fault. It's CJH's fault. He looks.
This is why we pick and choose what we highlight. You don't have to ignore people. I'm not saying ignore CGH, but ignore comments that are going to make you dig a hole for yourself.
All right. So, my history with Grace Randolph, I've been a subscriber for a long time. I've watched her way back when she was doing interviews right as people get out of the theater. She has blocked me on Twitter because I was extremely critical of how she was overly critical of certain actresses. And I do think she does good content sometimes. And I think she goes out there sometimes. It seems like she's gotten a big head, though. She thinks, from what I heard of this clip, she thinks she is so relevant that James Gunn may be altering things just because of her reporting. That's what I've heard about some of this clips here. That he is intentionally doing things because of her.
Hey, Cliff.
Hey, Cliff. Yeah.
Let me what is Parrot Analytics?
I have no idea.
I have no idea. Grace is irrelevant.
Yeah. No, she's not irrelevant.
I just admitted he was only white.
Do you even know what white pilled is? Like, are you thinking that means I'm? Yeah, I don't even think everyone knows what that means.
She's a lady that lives in the Upper East Side in New York, and she talks down to people, and she has scoops and has an opinion about movies. And she really dislikes James Gunn.
And I'm no shame to her game, but it's pretty obvious in this clip here that she has hair extensions.
Oh my God.
I'm serious. I'm sorry. She looks great.
Don't do that, Max. We don't do that here.
What do you mean don't do that? It was very obvious in this situation.
Come on, not in the Power Hour. You could do that stuff on the mic drop because
she still looks good. I'm just saying.
We all know Voltaire holds your pee bottle for you. And holds the umbrella when it's raining.
I don't need a pee bottle for a couple hours stream.
Max is simping.
No, I'm not simping. I'm saying she's the hair. I'm saying, like, if you were a friend I'm not mocking her. I'm saying as a friend, Grace. It's very obvious in this situation.
Max is subscribed to her OnlyFeet page. All right.
No. Hey, Nerd Extra.
Hey, what's going on?
We'd love to have you on the Power Hour sometime, and I'm contacting you on Twitter for a special project, which probably Bruce, Rhea. It's going to be something really cool. Cyrus. So yes, it's not going to be all the time. Remember that project I was talking to you about, Bruce?
Yes.
Party like it's 99.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's.
Are we actually going to pull that off?
Oh yes, we are. We're going to do 99 first.
Okay.
Party like it's 1999, talking about all great stuff that year.
Hey, Larry Quadowitz.
Yeah. Cool. Hey, Larry. And yes, Third Coast of Nostra. That was one of my favorite episodes of Have You Met? Really good. Every episode's been great, but
I've heard this, Degrassi. Don't her parents own the building she lives in? Privileged. Cough. I'll be right back.
I guess people take the pill in different ways, figure drawing. That's not the way I thought everything was going to be okay. All right. Well, I guess I should I wait for Bruce now? I wanted to let me see here. I'll start it. But he might miss the good stuff. All right. So I went to where she was talking about the tea. Let me put the volume up here.
Everything very close to the chest. And I think he often will change things, just to spite people. But anyway, he has an interesting discuss today. I'm excited to go over this.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go. Story number 1. Boop. All right, there
James
are
Gunn.
chapter times. We're gonna start out with an arrow. This is some pretty good tea.
Good tea. Good tea. She has some tea about James Gunn. Some of it, I think she's just is in her mind, though. It's in her mind. Degrassi, don't start the chat.
Although, of course, James Gunn keeps everything very close to the chest. And I think he often will change things, just to spite people. But anyway, he's
talking about herself. Her reporting, I think she's implying that he may be changing direction of DC based on her reporting. I don't that's a stretch.
Interesting. From what I'm hearing, that let's just go over it. It's bizarre, but then it would make sense for DC.
She basically said that she thinks James Gunn changes things, even maybe to spite people, like some of the things he decides. And she's kind of implying that even based on her reporting, or maybe some of the stuff in the early beginnings of when he announced his slate. I think she's a very beautiful woman. She's very capable, but I am not. I used to be. I will admit that. Not anymore. No. Okay. Let's not talk about her physical appearance too much. Figure. Come on. She's certainly got shoulders.
If you think Max is simping, I want everyone to put hashtag simp in the chat if you think Max is simping.
Oh, come on, Degrassi. See? No, I do not.
Hashtag simp in the chat.
Close to the vest. Thank you, Mr.
I never would cheat.
That does sound wrong.
I asked for permission, but I would never cheat. And I'm not, and she wouldn't be my pass either. Forget that.
All right. Well, of course, Frank Grillo said it's amazing. Frank Grillo works for James Gunn. That's not
Thank you, nerd.
Fair.
I appreciate that.
I'm glad Frank Grillo likes it, but he could show Frank Grillo a blank piece of paper and he'd be like, "That's genius, James." Because he's in it too. All right. Now, Monday, December 9th is an important day. From what I'm hearing, they're going to reveal the trailer to press, to select members of the press.
Oh,
they're going to do a press trailer thing first instead of all of the audience at the same time. I don't like that.
Well, I think the what I saw on different places that the press will get the trailer first on December 9th, and then they will drop the trailer December 12th, I believe, or 15th.
I don't like that. I think that's completely missing what James Gunn's all about.
What event?
I think that completely goes about what James Gunn's built so far. When he's built up the DC brand again after this, is interacting with the fans. I think he should go to the fans first instead of the access media. That's going to be the access media. You could just write it on the wall. People are going to be trying to get their social media reactions, so it ends up on the Blu-ray. Yes, Blu-rays still get released. They're gonna just try to make it so hyperbolic. It's so great. This is the most amazing thing this changed my life. You know, I think it's it's not the end of the world, obviously, because we're gonna get, if she's right, we're gonna get the trailer a few days later. But I think it goes about against what he's been building so far. I think
Degrassi says it's been screened to fan-led focus groups for weeks now before this. So
okay. Oh, Larry has a good point here. I heard December 15th because that's the anniversary of Superman the movie. That would be a beautiful time to release it. Yes. That's good marketing if that's accurate. Thank you for the heads up, Larry. And Degrassi says the trailer's been screening for fan-led focus groups for weeks. Okay. All right, let's see what else she has to say here. Nothing too crazy yet. I heard that she goes a little off the wall here.
On that day. That to me is very unusual. You don't see anybody else doing that. I guess I'll just give you my thesis statement now. I think James Gunn is trying to I don't think it'll leak Dancing Dog 60 because I don't think they're going to give them copies. I think they're going to be invited to the lot. I think they're going to be invited to the Warner Brothers lot, just like when he announced. Remember, he announced his slate.
He had a few people there for his slate.
He did a side video himself, but in terms of like the actual presentation, that was only for press, and we only saw part of it because someone leaked a still from that meeting. But I think James Gunn's trying to influence the reaction to the trailer. Just let it rip, man.
I agree.
Not gonna. No DC fan is gonna be like, well, since those press members liked it who saw it in advance, I guess I will like it as well. It's just, yeah, that's right. I don't care, Bear. I think he's just trying to. Like, massage it. I think if he had, well, Lisa, that's so generous of you.
What kind of party she going to?
Guts, he just.
No, you have more control if you show the access first. See what they get their reactions, before you release to the. I don't think that's hating Donovan. I don't. He is trying to be more controlled release. It literally is a controlled release when you do something first instead of just a free for all of just it's live, right? Just it's a premiere on YouTube. Everyone watches at the same time. This is a controlled release, just like Disney when they have a convention. They show it to those panel first. They strike you if you make it live. That's also a controlled trailer release too. Although there's reasons for that.
But isn't it the whole point of controlling the narrative, getting ahead of the story? That's what everyone does. Is nothing new.
I respect more to just release, especially if you're building a universe where you interact with the fans a lot. It would be really cool. For example, if he did, I would like this better. If you didn't even hear what I have to say yet, Bruce.
I know what you're going to say. Go ahead.
No, you do not know what I'm going to say.
I think I do.
I said I would say I would prefer this even if he would release it at New York Comic Con first to the fans there first before release. But just press first is a disconnect from the audience that he's built up. He's interacting with them so much.
I don't think controlling the release to just the media and is going to have a impact on what the general audience thinks about the trailer. It doesn't really matter.
No, not unless the trailer looks bad and all the press says it looks good. That's happened before. Okay. But ultimately, does this mean, this is just my expert reporting, that I would prefer
horrible take.
I would prefer that it would release all the same time. But ultimately, if the trailer's good, the trailer's good. The trailer's good. It does. There is another benefit is that you get a premiere twice. That's the other benefit of splitting it up this way and showing it to the press first and then everyone else next is you get like 2 premieres of your trailer. You get everyone reacting, and I'm sure me, you, probably RJ, other movie people are going to be like, oh, look at this person said about the trailer. And then you cover it again 2 days later. So it's double the press. So that's an added benefit, but I prefer the alternative.
Isn't it the same thing as having closed door premiere of trailers at comic conventions and panels?
Yeah, but that's
limited
giving yes, but that's giving something to the,
so why
people
you
that pay.
have a problem with that?
I said it's different. There's a reason for it because
I don't see a difference, Max. I really don't. I have no idea what you're talking about, and like usual, you're talking out your ass.
There's I never what a beautiful ass it is, if that's the truth. But no,
thumbs up Max's ass.
Depends on how many likes I get. But
Bruce, your nephew Max is stripping.
my nephew. Ultimately, it doesn't matter if it's good, though. It doesn't matter if it's good, and you do get double the press. But I believe this isn't gelling with his brand the way he's been building up, he's been interacting with the fans a lot, to his detriment sometimes, too much.
So but let me compare. Let me do this. So the Superman trailer is James Gunn's product, right?
Yeah.
MME is your product. You don't influence your audience or try to influence your audience. You really?
My audience doesn't listen to a damn word I say.
Oh, well,
I don't influence my audience. They all think I'm full of shit.
You know, it's funny. I was able to get your audience to call you a simp.
I don't care what people say about me. I know what I am. You know, I said, yeah, I used to think she was very attractive, and I respected her more. I respected her more. I still think she's a beautiful person, but I respected her more in the past than I now do.
Shout out to the friend of the channel, my partner in crime on Renovision, Sticks Boy. Bruce is Max's emotional support podcaster. I definitely am.
Let's see what else she has to say here.
I'm gonna start charging for therapy.
I'm gonna get the mailbag. You know, Bruce is staying here for the mailbag.
We could do the mailbag. I don't care.
Well, I'm gonna open it up to the rest of the panel, though. You know, after an hour and a half. Okay, let's see what else she has to say here.
We keep it quick after that. That's fine. Then we can end it on both channels after the mailbag.
Release it as CCXP, but I think he must be too nervous that maybe it wouldn't get a good reaction, which to me is, you know, I mean, it is what it is. You know, we have one good picture with him and Crypto, although some of you didn't like that. And we have one bad picture where he's putting his boots on. So we don't know what the Superman trailer will be, which direction it will go at. That's right.
I'd be shocked if it's bad.
The Rock did get booed at Comic-Con. That's true.
Oh, he did? He didn't get booed.
So the question is, if it's given to the press on the 9th, when would it be released in theaters? You know, Sock Lee.
She's saying that The Rock got booed. I don't remember that. He didn't get thunderous applause.
They booed The Rock because
Superman.
People like you believe that Henry Cavill was going to be at Comic-Con, and that was just a rumor. Everybody went with it and got
because
upset.
he didn't confirm Superman, because he danced around the topic, which probably at that point when The Rock was giving it, he probably still didn't get the 100% okay that Cavill was going to be in the end scene or not. They were still probably deciding, and he did not know for sure when he answered that question. The way the movie industry goes, I believe. Okay, here.
I would release it to fans later in that day. I think it makes people angry when they have to wait. Because I'm sure
I am angry.
Like, I just saw the Superman trailer. It's great. Frank Grillo's not a liar. Okay? Like, and everybody's just going to be like, what? Why have they seen the Superman trailer and I have not?
Yes.
I think,
I'm always last
to everybody. Sock Lee, I think one day later would be fine. I think December 10th honestly, any day that week would be fine. Now, Collider put an article out where they were saying they heard it was going to debut with Mufasa the week after. But that's a Disney movie because, usually trailers debut.
Why would you want to pump up Disney?
That's why you're seeing so many trailers dropping right now because everybody wants to be in front of Wicked.
Maybe I was led astray. There's nothing very crazy
Wicked
here.
and Moana 2. So you're seeing a lot of trailers dropping, particularly to be in front of those two movies. I don't know why nobody wants wants to be in front of Gladiator. But, you know, I think that you're seeing a lot of trailers right now because people want to be attached to those films. So where would the Warner Brothers, so why would Warner Brothers put a Superman trailer on a Disney movie? Now, the only Warner Brothers movie for the month is Lord of the Rings, the War of the Rohirrim.
This is boring. I thought she was going to
kind of push pretty hard.
All right, well, let me speed her up.
IMAX,
Let me speed her up.
You know, it's getting a couple IMAX screens. So if I were going to put it in front of a movie, I would put it in front of the War of the Rohirrim, which works because December 9th is the Monday before that movie comes out. So if you release the trailer to the public Tuesday, Wednesday to play in front of War of Rohirrim, which hits theaters on Thursday, that works to me. That would be acceptable in my opinion. I think to show the trailer, we're kind of ahead of the arrows here. We've kind of covered this whole area. I think to show the trailer on the 9th and make people wait over a week to see it, I think is too long. I don't think it's a good idea to do a press event for a trailer. I think that it's, you know, I think that James Gunn feels he can have this level of control. You know, like he's going to do it different than everybody else has ever done it. And he is doing it differently. You'll notice that he's totally shut down any reporting about DC.
Oh, here she goes. Here she goes.
Is not helpful to the franchise. But
oh, wow. CGH became a YouTube member. Thank you, CGH. Really appreciate that. So here she's saying, okay, this is Grace conspiracy theorist saying that he actually, she's not that wrong though. He does like to shoot down rumors. He does. Okay.
But that's what's happened. You'll notice that nobody runs any speculation about DC because somebody just runs like a little bitch to James Gunn and says, "Is this true?"
Did you hear that? She called you called all those gun nuts bitches. Grayson, all you bitches run the James Gunn. Oh, that was great. Okay, she does get mad. Oh my goodness. Let's watch that again.
He's going to do it different than everybody else has ever done it. And he is doing
you missed
it differently.
It.
What I miss?
You missed the best part. She called
I was dealing with a little emergency.
Okay, she calls people little bitches running the James Gunn to shoot down rumors.
And
yeah, she is. Yes, she is.
Oh my.
Basically, no. Sorry, wow, not sorry, man. RJ. She's basically calling you a bitch. She's calling everyone that runs the James Gunn and says,
"Oh my god,
is this true? Is this true?" Okay.
Notice that he's totally shut down any reporting about DC, which I feel is not helpful to the franchise. But that's what's happened. You'll notice that nobody runs any speculation about DC because somebody just runs like a little bitch to James Gunn and says, "Is this true?" And then he just
wow.
He still hasn't shot down any questions asking if the Joker's presumed missing or dead as the DCU begins. Okay. That's funny.
Holy crap. Wow. No comment.
Often we'll say it's not what it is. And that's just and so nobody wants to deal with that. So that's just the problem that you have. You know, so I think that's one area where it's been difficult. Now I think that he's going to try and gatekeep trailers. Like, good luck, man. Like, maybe it'll work. But I mean, it's been done this way for a very long time for a reason.
There's going to be leaks. The people that are going to be invited to this press thing are going to talk about certain things in the trailer. He can't control that. He does. He is very controlling. He's very talented, but he does really try to control things too much.
I think he's learned from. I think he's learned from the mistakes that Kevin Feige has made over the years. How many times has Marvel scripts leaked online before the projects were even out? You know, and that influenced a lot of people not to go see especially what was that? Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. That script, the whole script was online. You know, so I can see where locking down access and gatekeeping, as she wants to call it, it's his, like the guy said, it's his movie. He could do whatever he wants.
Well, there are some people, even movie fans, that think, I don't believe this. Yes, that rumors and leaks can ruin a movie's success. I think occasionally, where that happens is when not to get political, but people leak stuff intentionally for political reasons because they don't like the person, the creator's politics, and they want to damage it.
No,
because that does happen.
We've had people that we both know leak endings to movies on Twitter because they don't like the movie. They've
I
never
don't like
seen
that.
the movie, but they will leak endings. They will leak everything from the movie because they don't like the movie and they don't want anybody else to enjoy the movie. So we know who you are.
Well, just like I boycotted Solo and Rise of Skywalker. Okay. But I wasn't spreading leaks because I wasn't happy with Star Wars and I didn't want them to succeed, because I'm like, if it's good, it's good.
You spread leaks?
No, I said I wouldn't do anything. No, I said I wouldn't do anything like that. Even though I was unhappy with Star Wars, I felt that I needed to withhold my funds. It was so bad. And I don't do that. I don't boycott lots of things, but I did then. And I think Star Wars has gotten better. It still has issues because Kathy's still there. But I would never intentionally leak something just to damage someone's art.
You know, if you're going to do a spoiler stream or spoilers, or you're a social media or YouTuber, you know, at least give it 24 hours, or after you see the project. Don't put it in your titles. Don't put it on X. You know, it's a disservice to any fan of a project that wants to see it.
All right, let's see what else you say. I think we got enough tea that this was worth watching at least.
I would not fucks with it. I would just leave it alone. All right. So the other alternative is that he waits till after Christmas. So like you wait, you show it on the, that makes no sense. You show it on the 9th, people tweet about it, and then you don't drop it until after Christmas. I mean, it's just going to don't you dare drop it on Christmas Day. So
why?
We'll see. I'm rooting for the week of the 9th. It doesn't have to be on the 9th. If he wants to show it to press, let's see how that works for him. I don't know. Maybe it turns out he's a genius and all trailers will play for press first. I mean, I think that would really upset fans.
I like what Larry said. The 15th sounds good to me.
I guess you could argue that, hey, critics see movies in advance. Why not the trailers? But I just feel like
they should see it. I think access should be cut off to everybody and everyone should watch at the same time. I think that's the future, because not to get political, but if you look at the results, people do not trust mainstream and people with access anymore in general. Or you know how shill was a trending thing on the internet like a few years ago? Everyone was talking about shills. And look at what happened with me in that debacle of an Amico console. People do not trust people too close to the project. I was, and I learned a lot from that experience, and I'm better for it. But people do not trust those close to these corporations and those with the most access. They don't trust them.
Let's be clear.
Access media is a cancer.
Shill doesn't mean what it used to mean, because if you like something and someone doesn't, you're automatically a Disney shill. You're automatically a Snyder shill. You're automatically a gun
just
shill.
like everything on the internet, people overuse it where it loses its meaning. But
yeah,
there are definite shills in the sphere for sure. Okay, well, let's end this quick and we could talk. Do we have another topic after this?
I think it's a mistake when they show the movie to critics.
I have an interesting topic.
Of course you do.
It's been a mistake when they've debuted a lot of these movies to press at the festivals like months in advance. People get so angry.
Oh, I want to hear what you're talking about. Gun style.
It's old, So let's see what they decide to do. But that's what I'm hearing. Press event on the 9th, then it could drop any day after that. I'm hoping that it'll drop that same week for the War of the Rohirrim. Collider said they felt it would drop a week after for a Disney movie. Again, it would be nuts for for Warner Brothers to attach such a hot trailer to a competing movie. It comes out the week after the War of the Rohirrim. They're like, yes, please kill our movie by everybody running to see Mufasa instead of War of the Rohirrim. So that just makes.
I'd rather see War of the Rohirrim.
So, let's see what they decide to do.
And Mufasa, honestly.
Then Riley, what is that? I mean, I can't cover it today. We already have stories.
This is shocking because the CCXP isn't that the Brazil thing or whatever. Or
I think that would be on Deadline.
That's Brazil.
That was true.
There is a huge DC presence in Brazil. Why wouldn't he not take the opportunity to premiere it there? I think that's a missed opportunity.
Well, I don't get the big deal. Usually we don't get trailers this early anyway. The movie's a year and a half.
This is a big thing, though. This is a big thing.
There's other big Comic-Con. This SDCC is at next year.
Based on how much support DC gets there, though, it's like DC is bigger there than Marvel.
I don't think this is going to piss people off. They're still going to go see if they were planning to see it anyway. So people will forget about this a week in 2 weeks when something else happens.
Joining Star Wars. So, who has?
And it's been a while since I watched Grace. I'll be truthful.
Has it? Oh, please thumbs up the video, like and comment, engage, do something. Let's go.
True. I don't think it's true. Riley, don't fall for crap stories. It's on YouTube. I mean, I'm on YouTube. But if it's not in the trades, and I've not heard anything about that, I would have heard that. I think I would have heard that for sure.
Heard what?
I was like, don't mess up my stream, man. I'm in the middle of the stream. I got my groove on. Don't mess up the Emperor's groove. All right. So anyway. All right. So after Christmas, then why no CCXP? I think it's just be horrible not to release. I can't believe he's not releasing this trailer at CCXP. Brazil has done, well, I don't know. Some could argue that Brazil has led DC off a cliff. But at the same time, they absolutely just love DC more than anyone.
I think they even love Snyder more than DC, though. That's the thing. I think that's why that could be a.
Where'd you get that from? How'd you bring that?
There are so many Snyder fans there.
So have you done a census? Have you gone door to door asking?
Come on.
Where's your proof and data on this, please?
Zack Snyder's done a lot of stuff with the fans there. There's a history of him working with that. So that may be another there. He may not want to be because they are Snyder centric Warner Brothers fans there, DC fans.
All right, let me just do this. Brucifer from Kingdom of Nerds do not condone or acknowledge anything Max says when it comes to having facts. So
good.
Either.
No, I don't need the proof to you. People watching this video or the clip out are going to know how there's the Snyder fan. There's a lot of Snyder fans in Brazil, and that may be factored into why he's not doing it there. But they are DC fans too, so he may have considered. Didn't Gunn get booed last time he went there? I don't know. I don't know about that. All right, let's finish. I just want to hear about Gunn's style.
I want to research that while you listen to that.
On social media for DC than Brazil. They just absolutely love it, and I just can't believe that he would do that to Brazil. I really think that it is just perfect, and Ben 10 agreed. It would just be so perfect to take this trailer and debut it at CCXP. It's just such a beautiful opportunity. I can't even believe that he would debut it just.
Okay, I agree, but come on, Grace.
Like, he doesn't have to fly to Brazil. He could zoom in. Kevin Feige just zoomed into a conference in Asia. It's fine. I just feel it would have been really, really nice to do it at CCXP. But will he change his mind, Kay Walton? I don't know. I don't even know if DC's even presenting at CCXP. I don't think he's going to mess up this press thing that he's done with the press on. I mean, maybe these things could always change. I'm sure someone right now is like, "Dear James Gunn, Grace says the trailer is going to drop here," and he could just change it all. But I'm just telling you,
he would change. Right? See, he would change it just because Grace said it.
Expectations. I think it's going to be a teaser. That's right, Elise. I think Elise is right. Teaser trailer now.
I agree with Figuedoring. I don't think she cares about Brazil. I think this is just about dunking on James Gunn right now.
Very nice.
Yeah. She's has some animosity towards James.
Brown-eyed Sheep says, "Why on the 9th of December will it not take heat, if any, from Creature Commandos?"
What did he do? He retweeted that thing where the things that are true. Grace Randolph's always full of shirt or something. He retweeted that. She's still sore about that. That she's always wrong.
Creature Commandos review embargo lifts on Monday, December 2nd, by the way.
Okay, this is what I want to hear about.
Creature Commandos. Oh, that's in the next story. We'll talk about Creature Commandos a little bit in the next story. But anyway, I think it's going to be a true teaser, just like a teaser. Like very little.
Oh, the next story. Come on, Grace. I'm not watching this one.
Is it going to be like very much in James Gunn's style? Will it feel like just another James Gunn movie? Like he has such a strong signature style that will Superman.
That's what she says. Like Nico, that's what she's saying.
But I hope that it doesn't. I really like the Superman and crypto photo. I really dislike the Superman boots photo. That's Funny Dancing Dog 60. Will it have a pop song? Oh, I'm under embargo for Creature Commandos, but I think I'll review. I'm going to probably drop my Creature Commandos review the day after. I'll just say it here. I think Creature Commandos is going to be a really big test as to whether or not the press is going to be honest about James Gunn or whether or not they're going to treat him with kids' gloves. Historically, the press has been extraordinary, particularly comic book press, has been extraordinarily kind to James Gunn, like above and beyond. They have supported him so strongly. So, but then, we don't, we'll see what the audience says when they tune in to Creature Commandos. All right.
That's enough.
Let's go to the next. Does anybody have any questions or comments?
I stopped listening like 5 minutes ago. It's just stuff sounds like rambling from her.
Well, I put it at 1.25 speed. Okay. So I thought this is tell me if you respect this actor for doing this.
Which actor?
Does this mean anything? Do you think he will stick to this? Josh Brolin.
Oh, okay.
I think this is an interesting story. Josh Brolin will quit acting if Denis Villeneuve doesn't get an Oscar nomination for Dune Part 2. Now, I will say this:
Dune 1 deserves Oscar nominations.
The Academy has been notoriously underserving certain types of films because they are genre films and nerd films, and I actually am going to, and I'm going to put a poll here for the viewers, and I would love to hear Bruce, because I think Bruce is going to disagree with me here, all based on his reaction. I would say if he's saying if he doesn't even get a nomination, I stand with Josh Brolin. If he's saying he has to win or I'll quit, no, that's too far. No, but I think he should be in consideration, because this, I believe, was one of the best productions. Joe, this is the Power Hour. I'm going to do MME Live in a few minutes. All right. So I will stand with Josh if it is for being nominated, but not for if he's gonna win, because I think there is an extreme bias against these type of projects, and I think it was just such a high production movie. I think it deserves it. I guess it's subjective there, but that's my thoughts on it. Bruce, what do you think?
I don't know. For some reason, they don't take sci-fi and horror and all of these other beloved franchises seriously, and it's really a shame. And these award shows mean nothing to me. It's just everyone. It's a big circle jerk of who is more important in popularity contests usually.
Let me put a poll. Do you agree with Josh Brolin? And I'll get to the actual quote. I'm just going to make it real simple. Yes or no. All right, let me actually see what he says here as a quote.
And for years, some of the movies that won Best Picture in the Oscars, no one cared about. They weren't popular movies. They were more artistic movies, very limited screenings. And if you think about it, Max, how many of your much beloved movies of all time have actually won Oscars?
That's true. That's true, but it's because the history of the way the Academy has been treating these movies. I believe there is a strong bias against this type of project. Sci-fi, action, superheroes definitely, I think, is the most biased against. Look at Martin Scorsese. He doesn't like Marvel movies. He does.
Nobody really treats what he thinks.
No, but he treats them as a lesser project. That's not cool. It's not actually. He actually doesn't consider it art. And a lot of these people in the Academy are extremely old and out of touch with the art. I think I actually was all on board for them bringing in the fan voted category, except you know, or most popular movie or something like that. They were toying around with the idea, but it didn't happen. And then people have controversy over the polls online, and that's not going to happen again. I do think there should be an outreach to the actual consumers that pay their tickets to be more in line to celebrate art that's also popular, you know. Black Panther, yes, was one movie. I'm not saying I believe it deserved it, but that was one out of how many? Oppenheimer, they're out of touch with the general audiences for sure. Perp. I'm not saying I think there's value. I'm not for or against. I think there is value in the Academy Award for sure. But let's see what Josh Brolin, who is in the industry, says. If Denis Villeneuve doesn't get nominated this year, I'll quit acting. Dune Part 2 was a better movie than the first one. When I watched it, I felt like my brains was broken up. What? It's masterful. And Denis is one of our master filmmakers. If the Academy Awards have any meaning whatsoever, they'll recognize him. Brolin pitched the movie in an epic way. I don't need to say that. But do you agree with Brolin, what he told Variety, Bruce? Did you like Dune Part 2?
I love both Dunes. It was one of the biggest movies of the year, Dune 2, and it's a stunning, beautiful, action-packed movie. I didn't think the second one could surpass the first one for me, but it did. The scenes with Chalamet and Zendaya are amazing. I think it deserves nominations. Will it get nominations? I don't know. But at the same time, I wouldn't bet my career on it like he's doing. But that's just me.
Degrassi is the opposite. If Denis Villeneuve gets noms for Dune 2, he says he riots. It let me down. Really? I thought it was an amazing movie. The Dark Knight got nominated, didn't it? Or just for supporting actor? It didn't get. I don't think The Dark Knight got for best director or best picture. I think it just got for Heath Ledger. I think. Right?
I'll look it up.
All right.
Oscars.
And then in a few, like 15, 20 minutes, I'm going to open it up to MME Live just to let everyone know. It got Tech Awards and Ledger. Yes.
Yeah.
But based on where film movies were at that time, even the IMAX stuff was really, really well done. I do think that was cheated a little bit because of the type of project it was, honestly. Besides, let me see here. Okay. I have some rapid fire stuff to show on Twitter real quick, if you'd like.
Did you see the thing about Henry Cavill and they pretty much
bring that. Do you have some article?
Synopsis on where is it? Here we go.
So Warhammer 40K is delayed.
So questions about we bring it forward from early 1500s in the Highlands to beyond present day New York and Hong Kong and seeing how it goes. There's a big opportunity for action. There's a chance to play a character that not a lot of people get to play. And it's a bit of a love story, but not how you think. On John Wick, I learned a lot on how to bend the storyline a little. Another kind of myth. So it's going to span 1,500 years between New York and Hong Kong, and it starts filming next year, I believe.
That's great.
Yeah.
This makes me feel like movement on this instead of Warhammer 40K, which Warhammer 40K was announced before this, that he officially signed on for Highlander. I'm happy about this. It's making me think that there is a lot of difficulties for Warhammer 40K. And I don't think he's going to do it unless they get it right. You know, based on his opinion, I guess, because he's a huge fan. Is that fair? I don't know. But this franchise, though, Warhammer 40K is getting more momentum lately. There's a lot of fans out there that you don't even realize. There's a lot of games. It was a tabletop game first, right? There's a lot of video games, a lot of movies, a lot of fan stuff done. It's ripe for IP, but I think it's you don't think it will happen with what? Are you talking about 40K?
We'll see how it goes, because I'll wait until they say they officially start filming, because a lot of projects say they're going to start filming and it's greenlit, and then stuff gets canceled all the time. So I agree. We should just have a wait and see with this. Because I'm a huge Highlander fan.
I have the first two on VHS, and thanks to Sticks Boy, I have Sticks Boy. I have some Highlander VHS. I don't know. He used to be on your streams.
Oh, that douche.
I slept by him in Baltimore. I have the Highlander series. I just got to find season 1 and season 2, and then I'll start watching it. But I'm very happy for this. I'm glad it's going forward. Even more so than I think I'm more excited that Chad Stahelski is helming it than even Henry Cavill being in it. Honestly, really. Okay, so I'm one of those Highlander fans who think there can only be one Highlander. Okay.
Yes, Adrian Paul was the best Highlander. Thank you very much.
Is that from the TV series?
Yeah, the TV series. I prefer the TV series to the movies myself.
Okay. I remember watching some of the TV series and enjoying it, but it was like on USA, and I was completely not seeing what
USA
order episodes, not in order episodes.
Oh, you didn't watch it while it was on being broadcast?
I don't know.
Yeah, because it was on here. It was on like channel 9. What was it? UPN or W? It was on UPN here, I think, for the TV series a while.
Okay, so yeah, this is so Halle Bailey, after The Little Mermaid, she is not done with the movie industry. She's getting more projects.
Yeah, she is.
So this is first look at Michael Gondry's Golden, follows a coming-of-age story in 1977 Virginia Beach, inspired by Pharrell Williams' childhood. This is what's confusing to me. Isn't there some animated movie about Pharrell Williams' childhood?
Yeah, it's a Lego movie loosely based on his life or whatever.
So this is interesting, starring Kelvin Harrison Jr., Halle Bailey, Divine Joy Randolph, Brian Tyree Henry, Quentin Brunson, Janelle Monáe. Oh, Janelle Monáe.
Ooh,
and
Janelle
Jabuki
Monáe,
Young
such
White.
a great actress.
Great cast. She looks beautiful there. He looks pretty cool too. I like the setting. I don't know. Like, I'm not sure why Pharrell Williams keeps getting. I don't know that much about him. I know he's talented. I like his music. But I don't know that much about his like growing up. We need to see a movie on this.
He's produced so much music, and
yeah,
he's a legend. So you just hearing about him after he dropped a few songs. He was in the business long before that, Max.
Yeah, but I don't know anything about him personally, though. I know him from some of his music, and that he was on The Voice for a while or something as a judge, and that people like him a lot. That he's well respected. That's it.
Research.
Michel Gondry. Yes, National Treasure. Okay. Yeah. So Anthony says Piece by Piece is the other project that's like done within Lego. Okay, if there's a story here, I'll be honest with you. I'm more intrigued by this being Halle Bailey's next project after Ariel than Pharrell Williams' story. Honestly, if I'm going to be completely honest,
she was pregnant. She just had a baby, so I don't. She put her career on hold for a little bit.
No,
she just had a baby, so
yeah, no. But I'm just saying, as your next project after your Little Mermaid, like some people come into the industry, movie industry, do something, then leave. You know, is she going to have the staying power like Lady Gaga, for instance? Is there enough there? Like, she's not the same type of actress. She's got the same type of, well, she's different vocal skills, but the vocal ability is there. Is she getting better as an actress too? Did you see enough from Ariel to just, to say, oh, she's a great actress as well? I liked her as Ariel, but the strength of that performance was her charisma and her singing ability to me. I don't know about the acting. This is probably going to, challenge her as an actress, right? More so than Ariel, I believe. As much as I know, unless the whole movie they're singing.
I'll wait and see for it to come out. I don't know.
But no, I thought this was a cool project that I hadn't heard anything about. Shout out to CGH. You only cover the major projects in superhero movies. Okay, so let me see there. What the heck?
What are you doing?
Okay, Ralph Macchio and William Zabka celebrate Cobra Kai season 6 being certified fresh, which just proves to me that Rotten Tomatoes is rotten.
Crap.
It's crap. Yes.
Cobra Kai is garbage.
I am so happy that they are making a movie with Jackie Chan, and we're gonna go beyond this, and this doesn't end.
It's set a few years after Cobra Kai. It's tied into Cobra Kai. Unfortunately,
I hope it's loosely tied in, because I honestly want the Karate Kid franchise to move beyond Cobra Kai. I don't want Cobra Kai to be the final thing. I don't. The first few seasons were good. I know it's subjective, but it made me turn it off. Bruce knows, he was here. I wanted to watch it, and we both
started to watch
it. We gave it its fair share. I couldn't justify making him watch it anymore. I'm like, I don't even want to watch this.
Fresh. It's so cheesy and was so bad.
So,
all those kids should be in jail.
Yeah, no, they were all. Mr. Miyagi would have an issue with every single one of those kids. Yes, they all should be in juvie for sure. But bad take, Bruce. Listen, it's bad soap opera for men. It's a bad soap opera for men. Like every single person that's gonna crap on the MCU, or it's whoa,
oh my
or
God,
whatever, but you actually say that this is the best thing ever, you're all full of it. That's what I'm saying. I can't take anybody seriously that says, oh, it's bad writing, bad storytelling, it's cheesy, it's cringe, and then you like this, because this is all of the above: cheesy, cringe, dumb storyline,
geriatric
recycle BS, and it loses the essence of what Mr. Miyagi
kidnapped the kid and took him across to another country. Come on.
It loses the essence of Mr. Miyagi in being respectful and only using restraint in the martial arts. Strength is not fighting. Not fighting in high school. Okay, so but
they have full on brawls and malls and swimming pools, but nobody gets arrested.
It is nice that Ralph Macchio,
California is like the capital of Karen. Stop.
Yeah, it is nice that Ralph Macchio got a star on the Walk of Fame next to Mr. Miyagi, Pat Morita or whatever. I forget his name. All right.
And the scene with what's his name in the cave with the snake? He got bit by a
Oh,
cobra.
that honestly, the Mr. Miyagi stuff is them exploring his history and making it really bad is really what turned me off. I didn't even want to see anymore. Once they were going there, once they introduced characters from his past that were extremely cheesy. This is some other off the mainstream. Well, it's still mainstream movie production, but this is not superheroes. This is actually, I'm all for this. According to Discussing Film, Austin Butler will star and executive produce a new time travel. Let me reread that. Sorry. Austin Butler will star and executive produce a new time travel thriller, The Barrier, directed by Edward Berger, described as Interstellar meets Top Gun. Source Deadline. I'm all for that. Something like Top Gun pilots, but in space, maybe? I don't know. It sounds sci-fi. It sounds cool. And I'm all for this. And the other reason I'm for it is Austin Butler. I'm a huge fan of his. I think he's a great choice. And he's not only starring, he's executive producing. So he's going to bring it for this. I really feel I'm very intrigued for this project. And then Degrassi is saying Heat 2 is delayed because I believe he's in Heat 2. Doesn't he play a young Val Kilmer in Heat 2? Okay. But this project looks great. What do you think, Bruce?
I'll wait to hear more about it.
Okay.
I don't know. It's just we've had so many sci-fi stuck on Mars and reliving the same day over and over. It's just for me. All
right. So now maybe I'll start to bring in the rest of MME in like 5 minutes now, Bruce, if that's okay with you. We'll start wrapping up on or whatever you want to do. But this is very, very nice surprise that both the 90% Rotten Tomato from the critics and 99% verified hot from the audience for Wicked. There was a lot of controversy
covering
this. Well, they just tweet out anything. This is not Jeremy. This is just the Geeks Game. They actually put out positive news too. So this was actually this is actually good that people weren't impacted by the cultural or aspect of the promotion of this film and not wrapped up with this was a culture
war. It's a green witch. There's no culture war.
There was with the actress. People didn't like her comments about the fan thing.
She said what she said.
No, I'm saying it did reach the news. It was on CNN. It was everywhere.
People said, like I said, this will not impact the movie. And people say, yes, it will impact the movie. No, it's not.
So I'm really looking forward to it. Ariana Grande? Ariana Grande. Yes, so I think she's a very talented singer. I can't wait to see this. It's something that I would love to take my wife. Yeah, I guess I would. I like musicals.
You're going to sit there for 2 hours and 40 minutes and watch this.
Yeah, I would take date night with my wife. Yes.
Max is being a snowflake. Yes, Sean.
No. So it wasn't impacted at all. People were enjoying it. All right. So now if people would like MME Live, I'm going to put the invite
mailbag.
Yes. See you. It's tomorrow, Matt. What? Well, I'm also going to put the link in the Twitter. Let me put that in here. Hold on here. Oh, now it's not working. Twitter. Well, let me see. I could do mailbag. Yes, I'll do a little mailbag until people start popping in. Hold on here. Let me find my mailbag.
Do you have any questions in your mailbag?
Yes, there's questions in the mailbag. I have 2 mailbags.
Well, we could do one tonight. If that's okay with you.
I'm doing them all tonight. I'm going live for a while.
What?
I'm ready. I'm taking on the internet. I'm taking on the YouTube.
What's never mind. I'm not saying a word.
All right. What happened to my lighting? Okay. So Jacob McKenzie, thoughts on Christopher Nolan reveals Talladega Nights is one of his favorite comedies ever. If you ain't first, you're last. I think Talladega Nights gets better with age. It's one of those Will Ferrell movies I'm really happy about. I love revisiting it. I actually want to watch it again now. I think Christopher Nolan, I like what Christopher Nolan shared. The thing I never understood is when Christopher Nolan said that he liked Michael Bay. That's where I was like, what? That's what I don't get. Someone that's on another level over Michael Bay, sorry, Perp, that likes Michael Bay. That's the one I was like, I don't get that. I don't get that.
It's an okay movie. I'm not a huge fan.
Okay. All right, let me see. CJH wants his. Oh my. Okay. Figure Drawing left something in the mailbag as well.
Oh.
Speaking of Gondry, have you seen Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind or The Science of Sleep? If not, I advise putting them on your watch list. I've heard about them a lot, and I think Jim Carrey's in Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. But I'm open to watching it. It's not. I know people rave about Michel Gondry. Is that how you say it? But I don't know. I'll give it a shot. If I see it available on one of the streaming apps, I might give it a watch there. CJH, what do you think Simpsons knows? Why do you think they get things correct all the time? Predicting stuff. I don't know, honestly. It's they have a good track history. I think they kind of failed with the prediction of Lisa being a female president and kind of alluding that a certain nominee had a pantsuit that looked like Lisa this time. But there's been other things they got right, for sure. I've seen Be Kind Rewind. I didn't know that was Michel Gondry. All right, let's get one more from Jacob McKenzie. Thoughts on Jude Law reveals Sherlock Holmes 3 with Robert Downey Jr. is in the works. There's a great will to make it and a great will amongst all of us to get it right, to find the time, to find the right team. The one great thing I took from both those films is my friendship with Robert and his wife, Susan. They meant an awful lot to me. The hope is we're still going to do it. I think there's a new iteration of the script I haven't read yet, and there's a case of how expensive is it, and can we get it made? I want to revisit the Sherlock Holmes movies. I remember really enjoying the first one. I didn't think it was great. I enjoyed it. And the second one, I just didn't, it didn't grab me. But I would like to see them give another shot. Why not? You already made 2, make it a trilogy, sell the back catalog again, re-release them on physical media, get people there. And honestly, I do want to, that's the one other project that Robert Downey has been really successful on outside of Tony Stark and Iron Man,
What, the Holmes, Sherlock Holmes?
Yeah, I'm up for Sherlock Holmes 3. I like
the second one better than the first one.
Really? Because I didn't like the second one. I have to give it another watch, though. But I think that's a great cast and a great director. Well, and not a great director. I think he's hit or miss. Guy Ritchie.
Yeah.
They do. This does mean Guy Ritchie's coming back, right? Or they haven't said that. I hope Guy Ritchie comes back for the third one. I'd like them to give another shot.
Ooh. 0 Day. What's 0 Day?
Let me see. CJH Entertainment Plus. What do you think holds humans back besides our obvious violent nature as a species? Do you think it's our biases or our constant mass hysterias that we've had throughout history? Examples would be witch trials, War of the Worlds, Red Scare, Satanic Panic, now COVID and Trump, and World War III. Could it be religion? Oh my God, CJH, how are you doing here with this question here? Could it be religion or the unaddressed mental health crisis or a lack of unity? I'm assuming you can answer this on Power Hour with a hot take. Paranoia. Yeah. I don't know. That's a loaded question. I don't know.
Listen, I have when it comes to everything he just mentioned, let's have a wait and see. Let's have a wait and see attitude and see what happens first before we react. How's that?
Fear and prejudices. Yeah.
Oh, those things are never going away, but
violent. Yes, there. Unfortunately, a lot of humans are still inherently violent. And prejudices and fear, I think, adds to that. What a great feel-good topic, CJH. I appreciate that. All right, let me see what else is here. Thoughts on Jared Bush on why Moana 2 went from a series to a feature film. When we started looking at what this story could be, we realized, oh, wait, this is huge. This is an epic new adventure that she goes on again. So we realized it would be best if it was on the biggest screen possible. Absolute BS. Complete marketing. Disney wanted money. Disney Plus was, when it was first starting development, more than likely, they were pushing a lot of Disney Plus originals. And as streaming has not become as profitable as intended, they move things back to theatrical. A lot of the studios have done this. Now, is it possible that Moana 2 is just so good and so epic it has to be on the big screen? Yes, it's possible. Do I believe that? No, I do not believe that, because for one thing, one of the things that made Moana 2 such a lightning in the bottle experience of one of the best recent animated Disney films is the soundtrack, and the music was created by Lin-Manuel Miranda, whereas the sequel, as far as I know, is not. So I think that is an instant thing. I'm rooting for Moana 2 to succeed. I want it to be great. I want the franchise to continue, but that does have it going against it, I believe. And I do think that they just wanted more money. That's my thoughts on Moana 2. Do you take any stock in the on him saying that it was so big and epic we had to make it theatrical?
I know a lot of people love Moana. I've never seen it. But I'm all for more content. I never said who asked for this or who wants this. If they make it, they will come. If they don't come, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I do still hope it's good, but I don't believe I until I see it, and I see it with my own eyes, and I do think music is half of the magic of Moana. If the music holds up and it's anywhere near like the first one, then we'll talk. Okay, see what else here. Jacob says, thoughts on Chad Stahelski provides an update on Henry Cavill's Highlander character, revealing that it'll be a veteran martial artist who's been alive for 500 years. Stahelski added that they hope to begin filming by spring 2025. That would be amazing. This has been a project that he's been developing for quite a long time, and I will be happy to see it start production, you know? And like Bruce said, you're a fan of the Highlander series. I think this is, I think besides the first film, think people really enjoy the first film. The other films are not highly regarded. The TV show is. I think this is one of these
I
IPs
think people like maybe two of them. Two of the movies that they released on people like.
Yeah.
I don't think I forgot which ones they are.
I think this is one of those projects that, though, it's like a need boot. I think there needs to be a reboot because I think there was more than just the first movie. I think there was more to it than we got. I know there were sequels, but people said they kind of really declined with quality after the first movie. I have to rewatch them. It's been a while since I watched any Highlander, but I think it's perfect for revitalizing a franchise. All right. I know you had more CGH. I just need a breather after yours. Whew. Thoughts on the aliens and UFOs in the ocean? Are they actually saying this now that they're in the ocean? We may have talked earlier. However, I'd like to know more. And how would you feel if the government was withholding the information for a long time? Or do you think that instead we as a human race was actually advanced at one point and those aliens are just us from the future? Or do you think they're interdimensional or demons? Oof. And why the ocean? What are your thoughts? And don't hold back. There is a lot of treasures in the ocean. There's things that we haven't discovered yet. Does that mean they're alien? I don't think so. You know, are they saying there's aliens? These recent things that they've been interviewing people about, are they saying the aliens are in the ocean? Or were we more advanced and we become what? I would be sad if humans were super advanced and we're now, because that means we've declined drastically. Honestly, if we were originally more intelligent, more advanced technologically, and then we've regressed into where we are now, where we're potentially killing the planet with pollution and ruining the world for younger, generations to come. So that would be very sad. I do not think we were more advanced than we are now. I hope we progress and get more advanced in the future and start caring about more than ourselves. I mean, not to get political, but talking about the universe, we could care less about the universe. We can't even care about other people on the other side of this world, what's happening to them, unfortunately, Yes. So that's the sad truth of it. I wish we were more advanced. So I do not believe we used to be, CJH. Okay. Thoughts on Dan Aykroyd revealed in a new interviewer that he doesn't believe he or Bill Murray will return the next Ghostbusters film. I don't see where they would need to carry it on. They've got a whole new cast. They've got whole new ideas. I think probably they're going to move on to advancing it beyond the originals, which they should.
Hey, Taladia, get on here, Taladia.
Yeah. This is MME now. Thank you, Taladia. That last movie, Frozen Empire, was kind of a letdown for me. The movie right before it was I think was well done and refreshing, and then it kind of went nowhere. If they brought back Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd and they're just standing around not doing much, it's gonna get really lame. So unless they have a really good reason to bring them back, do something with their characters more.
I think we need to just stop. These actors, these franchises need to move forward. We didn't need to go backward in nostalgia bait. No one cares.
We know Bill Murray and Harrison Ford. Like, Harrison Ford didn't want to have anything to do with Star Wars, right? For the longest time, but he came back and he gave an honest performance, and I think he did well enough. But Bill Murray, you really feel like he's phoning it in. I'm sorry, and I like Bill Murray, but he's really hit and miss.
Thank you, nerd. I'm glad you agree with me. It's time to move on for OG characters.
You said my name, and I appear.
Hey, it's Taladi. Oh, since you're here, mind if I do this really quick, Max?
Sure.
So, this came out today, Taladia. They're doing a whole Creature Commando variants for all the comics. This was like one of the best ones.
A prequel comic.
Yeah. No, this
Okay.
it's just the cover. They're not in the book.
Oh,
That's
okay,
actually comics. And
cool.
Dan Panosian, one of my favorite artists, he did connecting covers for all the Absolute books.
Oh God.
Absolute Wonder Woman.
Oh my God.
I know this is like the best cover.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Absolute Superman.
Yes.
And they all signed by Dan Panosian. And
Yo, that's
Absolute
amazing.
Batman.
Oh my God, that is so cool.
Yeah, I love that.
You
There
made
we
me
go.
jealous. You made me
What?
jealous.
I had to show
You
you.
got-
I know you appreciate that.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Of course I do.
Those look really good.
Yeah, they
For
were sold by
sure.
Midtown Comics.
But I still don't like the idea that you call Cobra Kai cheesy.
It
cheesy.
is. I don't want to
I'm a
say that.
cheesy
It's the
guy.
truth.
I'm a cheesy guy, so I watch Power Rangers.
Well, that
obviously.
makes sense.
Yeah,
That
that
checks
makes
out.
sense, yeah.
That checks out.
That
Yeah,
checks out. I'll put that in the chat.
I can co-sign that statement, sir. I can co-sign that.
You could come on, Anthony Beltry. It's open to the, we did something a little different now because I was originally going to do Power Hour earlier today, but I had to go run some errands and I was going to do MME live. So it's kind of moved into it. And then tomorrow I am doing MME live before I got to contact Voltaire about the mic drop for Friday night. I don't know. You put in a movie question. Thank God. Hey, Perp, how's it going?
Oh, it's baby hands. It's baby
Hello.
hands. Monk ass.
Oh, let me. Speaking of which, while you're here, Perp, I have some words I want to express to you.
Uh-oh.
This is gonna be
Give him a
beautiful.
single.
Oh,
Give
it's
him a
poem.
single.
So,
Wait, like this?
Earlier yesterday, I sent out a comic book to my friends to read. I want to know what you thought about that comic book, Perp and Taladia.
Yeah,
I know Max didn't read it.
I didn't read it. Yeah,
I did not read it either. However, I went through every single page, and it is some of the most beautiful art I've ever come across when it comes to the Universal monsters.
Yes.
I loved it. I'm definitely gonna read it. I just scanned through it and I was just going page by page. I was just planning on doing a couple. I went through the whole thing. It was awesome.
Same.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was the same, Bruce. I scanned through it, and I really love the artwork. Yeah. Like it's different from my normal comic book DC and Marvel.
It's digital painting he uses.
Digital I've never. That's the first time someone's done that. This is the first time someone's done digital painting, but yeah, it's pretty cool to see something like that. Obviously, I'll give it a proper read when I get time. So,
cool. Shut up, chat. Oh, sorry.
Anthony's here too. Thank goodness.
This isn't your stream, Pep. This isn't your stream.
I know. I'm sorry.
I
also want to publicly apologize to Anthony. I said a mean thing to him. I'm sorry. You're the man.
Anyways, but yeah. Max, you like the PlayStation Portal doing cloud gaming now?
Oh God, Callie. Woo! That's like an onion peel.
Wow.
She let the stick bomb.
Max I was just gonna. Hey Joe, how's it go? Oh, awesome shirt.
Oh my God, shirt. Crazy Joe! I gotta hear what you thought of Honora.
It's a mixed bag.
Did you not think it was hilarious though when it got really funny?
No, I didn't think it got funny at all. Like, I didn't
think the home invasion was hilarious.
No, I couldn't figure out how they were classifying that as a comedy. Like, I'm like, I don't think
I was
laughed
dying of laughter
in the entire movie.
Oh my God, Joe, we got to do a watch along.
Ultimately, it's an okay movie, but it hits a point in the middle of the movie where it's just like, come on, somebody throw a pie. Like there's a moment like,
what are you talking about?
There's a
Honora.
There's a long stretch where they're just going club to club looking for someone, and I'm just sitting there going like, come on, man, like let's do something here. You know, but
who's here interested in Wicked? I'm really interested in Wicked.
I'm gonna check it out probably on Sunday or Saturday.
I've been supporting that movie since the teaser. Scandals and all.
I've been supporting.
There were scandals? No scandals.
I think the movie's gonna do well at the box office.
It's gonna be huge.
It's gonna be huge.
You know what? I went and saw Nora last night.
Also, it's also one of those Mad Max moments where it's like industry people are talking about it, like
and also like
it's general.
Is the new Bobby Harmon because
I think it's in some places it's tracking higher than
movie
Barbie.
did like $85 million internationally last week, and it's gonna do $100 million this weekend.
I went and
it might do $1 billion, guys.
I saw Nora. I saw Nora just last night. Just last night, I saw Nora. And the
probably will do $1 billion.
The preview screenings of Wicked were letting out, and they were jam packed. Like people were coming, and they were wearing costumes. They were dressed like the witch. They were dressed like Glinda.
No, they were dressed like Agatha as the witch.
Well, I'm telling you, man, I couldn't believe it. Like I didn't even realize they were doing the preview screening, and I saw like the crowd coming out of that thing.
Oh, this is a good setup for the mailbag.
Yes.
Okay.
Anthony, I sent you a link.
Yeah.
If it's the monster thing, check it out.
Yeah, the monster thing. Did I send it to you, Joe?
I don't think so.
Hold on. I'll send it to you now also.
All right. So CGH Entertainment actually has a movie question. Should they remake some of the older films, like the old stop motion live action stuff they did back in the day, the mythology movies and monster movies?
They have.
Depends on which one. It depends on which one you're talking about. Like,
all right.
Like
check this out. Check this out.
Really good one, then no. But if
check this out. No, what about if they remake classic movies in the old-fashioned stop motion way? So you do like a Hitchcock Vertigo, but you do it as claymation.
I have a response to you.
Go ahead.
I think I think that's the old stop motion, like the Harryhausen stuff.
Yeah.
You can't do a modern version of that and look good in 4K. It just doesn't. It's not going to work.
Yeah, the remake of Clash of the Titans was horrible.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was fun.
No. What I'm saying is you remake an old movie, like that wasn't done with that stop motion stuff, and you remake the whole thing stop motion.
I don't think that style of stop motion is going to work anymore.
No, yeah,
you don't think so? Well, how did it?
I think it was successful at its time because it was different. Corpse Bride is like stop. That's different type of stop motion.
Well, use that.
You can't. They don't even use that much.
Everything looks like Spider-Verse now. I've seen a bunch of games look like Spider-Verse.
You know what? Never mind. I'm changing my mind. If you did like a whole King Kong versus Godzilla stop motion with the quality of the production of like the Corpse Bride or like a production company, I'm actually thinking that would be really awesome.
I would love.
Never mind.
I would love a stop motion puppet Kramer versus Kramer.
No, I don't want to.
Why not? A huge court
Kramer
drama.
versus Kramer?
Yeah, a court drama done in stop motion. That'd be amazing.
What's your anyone else have a response? Bruce, Joe, should they remake some of those old films?
They have a lot of those Sinbad they remade, I believe. Clash of the Titans they remade. But they didn't go over well for me.
Joe, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, well, I mean, they remade Clash of the Titans and it was awful. Like they just, it took all the charm, like those. You can't beat those.
It was pretty much awful.
Yeah, you can't beat those Harryhausen effects. Those Harryhausen effects are so they're so classic and classy, and it was just. And then they got rid of the best character. Bubo was gone. No, it was garbage.
The best character was named
Bubo,
the owl.
Oh, he was in it. He was in it.
But like he was not good either.
All right. Next question we have here. Okay, I'm going to get Joe on this first because he's going to go on a rant. CGH Entertainment, do you think spoiler culture and behind-the-scenes culture has ruined the experience for movies? Endgame was ruined for me because of leaks, and I had not seen the leaks. The impact would have been so much more. So do you think we should have more moments like Spider-Man trailers where we don't see anything? I know we had leaks, but still the official trailers didn't show anything. What's your thoughts, Joe?
I don't know. I didn't hear any leaks for Endgame. I went into Endgame completely blind.
Well, I mean, in general, though, for any movie.
Well, I don't want spoilers. I mean, don't go spoiling things. I think It's less of a problem with movies as it is with Netflix shows. Because Netflix drops everything all at once, and then all these unemployed people just sit there and they have time on their hands, and they watch they watch 13 hours in a row because they don't have anything better to do, and then
That's not fair.
Well, it's true because most of us have to go to work, and we don't have 13 hours to spend in front of the TV.
Well, then don't go online.
Yeah, that's the answer. Now, maybe they shouldn't spoil things.
Yeah, I don't want to say people that watch the whole series are unemployed.
The worst is the media because they'll put spoilers in the headlines the next day. So you'll be like, hey, we just dropped every episode of Wednesday. And they'll be like, about that twist involving Uncle Fester in episode 6. And you're like, God damn it. What the?
I actually have a hot take on this. I actually think it helps.
Are any of your takes hot, Max? Really?
They're all fiery hot. Yep. I actually think even though it sucks if you're spoiled, it helps with the FOMO, the fear of missing out in the moment of being surprised, so people watch it faster. And I think that was part of the successes of why Endgame was so huge in Infinity War, because people wanted to go see it without getting spoiled. And that actually adds to it and makes it a bigger experience than it would have been. And then it's like an event. It's like you survived a roller coaster. Woo! I saw the movie without getting spoiled. You should wear merch gear.
That is a good point, Max.
Yes,
I agree with your drawing because Agatha, I was just like, there was one time I did not watch it when it aired, and the next morning I wake up on Twitter, it's just I'm getting spoiled.
It's like a nerd badge of honor. It's a nerd badge of honor. I survived this release without getting spoiled.
Yeah.
It actually adds to it whether you
what's
like
really
it.
interesting. Sorry, I'll let Bruce go. Go ahead.
No, like I said earlier in the stream, there has been a lot of people that just spoil things either because they hate it or they want to be first to spoil it, and it's getting out of control.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What makes it bad is that I've seen humanity at its best. I think, in my opinion, Endgame was treated with respect. Yeah, there was always going to be outliers, but for the most part, I didn't get shit. People were very respectful about spoilers. Anybody that did spoilers, they were shunned from every single community, comic book or otherwise, that were excited for that movie. If we've never gotten that again after Endgame.
There's certain Spider-Man moments that the whole community comes together, like, don't do this.
Don't do it for this movie. Some movies have that I don't know how to capture that with everything, but
I mean, for me personally, I went blind into Endgame. I took my mom because we went to watch Infinity War and Endgame back to back, year. And it was a blind experience for us, if you know what I mean. We didn't check out obviously I took a look at the trailers, but for my mom, for her it was a different experience. So for her, she never took a look at the trailer. She just enjoyed it, and she was like, "They're coming back." I'm not gonna say anything. I don't know who's coming back, but you just enjoy it. So that's my take on it, right? I think when it comes down to other films, though, for example, Superman, that's a good example, right? Superman. Obviously, people are gonna try and spoil the movie because they're gonna be like
disgruntled DC fans.
Yeah. Some fans aren't excited. Like for me, for instance, right? I'm giving James Gunn a chance, right? I want James Gunn to.
I'm giving him a few chances.
What do you mean? What do you mean, Bruce? For what? I'm giving James
Gunn what?
No, I'm giving him a chance because I think that for me personally, I'm a DC fan first and foremost, more than anything. So for me, it's not about the fandom. It's about giving people a chance, giving them the opportunity to show what they can do. Right? I'm not going to spoil it for anybody. Even if I got, for example, if I got screeners, I would never spoil it for anyone. Never. Because
it's Taladia's bid to get screeners from a studio.
No, I'm just saying. I would.
By the way, studios, I'll never spoil it.
Please,
I would never spoil it. I'm just saying.
I agree. Every studio should be sending screeners to Taladia.
I don't think. I'm sorry.
I don't mind spoilers. It just depends on the movie. It's okay. Yeah. It was if it's an indie movie, it was whatever. Sure. It happened.
Can you get a movie or a project that people should be talking about that's underground for the CGHs in the world out there and put in the private chat for later on?
Yeah, sure.
Try to
I
find
mean, it looks like
something to talk
Degrassi has one. Everyone watch a Burbito. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, no, that
That's
seemed
scary.
interesting. Abruptio as a
Adult
2023
puppet horror film. Oh shit!
written, edited, and directed by Evan Marlowe. I don't know who that is. That
I
sounds
don't know who
interesting.
that is. That,
There you
that
go.
sounds-
There you
that
go,
sounds like a-
CGH. Talk to Degrassi, CGH. Let's see your
Yeah.
conversations.
Okay. Let me see
That
here.
sounds like a great interview he can do.
Yeah. Yeah, Degrassi has a list. Degrassi, you got a list of movies people should be paying attention to, right? I know I do. We should share with CGH one day in a stream.
You got a couple more from Jacob McKenzie. A few
Yes,
more. I should
yes.
say.
Oh, a lot more. Oh, Cosmic One. Just watch Wicked. It was great. Let me tell you about it. Definitely a hit.
Cosmic?
Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I'm hoping I'm gonna talk to my wife and
That
see if she
shit
wants to see
is
around
running through-
Thanksgiving.
Dude, and I know it's a meme, what scandals, right? But that movie went through a train that if it was gonna go down, it had all the opportunities. Like
Bro,
if
that
any movie that's
was
good,
announced. I remember that movie was announced 10 years ago in 20.
yeah, that
Wicked?
movie's been through
2016.
everything.
Ain't been that long.
You can't
It's been
stop a good
announced and
movie.
it-
Is
and it's
the
happening.
message I'm saying here.
It's
Basically.
good that it's happened now.
Like
People,
it had all the
it-
opportunities to fail. It had all the opportunities for narratives to catch on, with the publicity, the marketing, all that
Yep.
stuff, and it didn't. A good movie will always crash through, no matter what.
Mhm.
Yeah, and now we get
Gladiator
in, we
2's
get in
out
part
too?
2. We get in part 2 next year. Like,
What? Wicked
So-
2?
Yes,
Wicked,
next year, coming
yeah.
out next year.
I
They
didn't know
filmed-
that.
They filmed the first one. Universal told them film the first one and the second one back to back because it took a long time to get made. And the director's like, okay, sure, I do it. Why not? And both of them budgets like $200 million. So yeah.
I like musicals, so
No, I do like musical.
The only musical that I was-
definitely not the
I
Joker.
was like
That was
slightly let down was that what was that one with Ryan Gosling? I just thought it was okay.
La
I didn't
La
hate it.
Land?
I think I think Joe doesn't like it, right?
Oh
Excuse
no,
me.
it's not good.
I love La La
You
Land.
guys
I think
I think
Oh,
it's
yeah.
good,
Yeah,
but I don't
very
think
good
it's as
movie.
good as people were saying.
It's not as good as Moonlight. What's up, Miami represent?
I don't know about Moonlight. That's like,
Moonlight. I did not like
I don't
Moonlight.
know how I feel
I
about
love
that.
Oh,
Moonlight.
Nerd
I don't
Cosa
know.
Nostra
no.
has a few suggestions for think people should look into.
Ooh,
The Damned
hell
2024,
yeah!
The Shade 2024, The Northwich are looking very
All
good.
those are great titles. I could already tell.
Yes.
They're all genre looking.
There's a werewolf movie coming out too, but I don't know if it's good or
The
not.
Wolfman, yeah, by the director of The Invisible Man. If you saw The
Yeah.
Invisible Man, that remake, it was incredible.
Yeah, I remember.
Just-
Yeah, that I don't. They need to stop remaking Invincible, man. Like how many?
I
times
know.
do they do
I was I didn't.
I love Rocky Horror.
I did a
We were
pitch-
supposed to watch that, Bruce. Sorry.
I did a
What?
pitch for Universal, and I heard the pitch for Wolfman, and it sounded
that?
incredible.
Which one? The one that Blumhouse
new
is
one,
doing
the-
right now?
No, is it Blumhouse?
Yeah, Blumhouse is doing the one that's coming out in January next
They
year.
did it. Oh yeah, that one. It's incredible. It's gonna take place all in one night, which is
Yeah,
that
nerd,
one,
nerd.
It has-
We
it has
gotta
the
get
wife and the kids. Yeah, the
we
wife-
gotta get you
all
and
in
Bruce
one night.
together again because
the
Bruce
dad
loves horror
slowly
movies,
turns
but
into a
also
werewolf.
Perp.
That's fucking amazing. Sorry for cursing.
Hopefully it's good. I like Blumhouse. He just sometimes he just pulled dog shit movies, and sometimes he put it good, and sometimes he
I think
he put
Blumhouse
good
is going to
job.
step it up with Neon coming into the scene this year, and Shudder and Mubai now has another movie.
Yeah,
being
Mubai-
released.
Are
yeah.
you interested in the
And
new
then they also got
824 chocolate
they also got
bars?
All these big studios gotta, like,
as well.
step up
They
their
got
game.
James Wan. Yeah, he's yeah.
They're
You know,
gonna step, Blumhouse is
824
going to step up their game. Watch.
You know,
824 is a
making
masterpiece. I
its
love 824.
make its own chocolate bars now.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
Blumhouse
I
has
thought-
video games. Blumhouse has video games. They released
Oh.
the
They're
first
making
ones,
these
first
video
batch.
games.
Yeah.
Thing.
Well,
No,
this-
oh yeah,
this is it.
I got
Is
to
this
buy
what-
chocolate.
This is what I was thinking about.
Hell
Werewolf.
yeah. I got a
Oh,
feeling
Steve, I
Frank
heard
Grillo is
about
only going to be in
Steven,
it for like
but,
30 minutes. I got a feeling it's one of those, but whatever.
Oh, they're
I'll
going to
watch
the
it.
2-point conversion.
Jacob asks, and then Joe, anyone that's joined the panel from MME, Joe, Valadia, Anthony, Perp, if you have a topic you want to cover, put in the private
I
chat.
really don't. Yeah, not
If
today.
anything,
Oh,
we
Max,
I
you
heard-
should be happy. The show From just got renewed for a 4th season.
yeah, I have an article
It's
ready for
very
that.
popular. It's very
Yes,
popular. MGM
most
Plus,
popular on
Plus.
MGM Plus. Yes.
Yeah. Like
Did
it would have been
you-
dumb. It would have been dumb to cancel a popular show on your streaming. Like that would be dumb as hell.
Do you guys see did you the topic that I'm most excited about? I know this isn't Saturday, but
Mhm.
Luca, James Gunn is a cinema snob, and he's hiring art house directors From rumors.
Yeah, I'm
rumors,
not
rumors.
surprised.
For if that happens, my God, Daniel Craig,
I like Luca.
Sergeant Rock.
Yeah, we
Sergeant
talked
Rock.
about it
Max.
yesterday on Power Hour. I
Oh
believe.
my God.
Yeah,
Sergeant,
like I'm
I
not
could not
surprised.
be
Like
any more
Luca
excited.
is a good director. Like I'm not like surprised. I think those like Luca.
Do you guys want to hear something dark?
He's like I've never heard Luca like I'm against comic book movies. None
Do you
of
want to hear
that.
something dark? This is for Max. I got something for Max. I got something for Max. I got a
Okay.
theory for Max. Max. Hot take. James Gunn is hiring all these weirdo directors to do these D tier characters.
Should have just kicked.
And then he's hiring Andy Muschietti to take care of Batman.
Yeah.
So he's letting the visionaries do these characters so James Gunn could leave them alone. Could absolutely leave them alone. But then Andy Muschietti, who he knows, he was on set a little bit, knows he could puppet him big time. And that way, James Gunn has a little bit of more of a fingerprint in the core 3.
I could see that.
What do you think?
I could see that.
What do you think of that hot, absolute came out of my ass theory?
I think
I could see that. I could see
I
that.
think I
I
might
could see
take it.
Yeah,
That
I could take that.
Take it and run with it.
Like the Luca is a good director. He's doing after if,
Luke,
if
there
he
was
does
rumors of he was getting the villainess director and Carter director for Huntress.
I mean, hey,
I'm sorry,
all these art house crazy foreign directors, man.
I have massive hiccups tonight. I don't know why. I keep
You definitely do.
You're drunk.
You definitely
Get
do have
sober.
good hiccups.
Thoughts? Jacob, going back to the mailbag because we're making some progress on this mailbag. Thoughts on Dan Trachtenberg says the Predator is the protagonist in Predator Badlands. The creature is front and center, leading the charge, creating a character you connect with, but also super intimidated by. Has been challenging but exciting.
That's dope. I can't wait to see that movie next year. We get into Predator movies the same year. I wonder what they haven't tell us what the hell is the second one that they filmed secretly.
That's good.
I thought it was an animated film.
Nah, that hasn't been confirmed yet.
Man, if it takes place in freaking feudal Japan.
Oh my. Please. Oh my God. Please.
I put something in the
directed by John Woo.
Oh my.
Feudal Japan, he's Chinese racist.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
I'm kidding. We'll get Mike to do it.
Okay.
John Woo.
All right. So yeah, I'm really looking. I love Trachtenberg. I love the Predator series. It's back.
Mm-hmm.
I think the excitement's back in the Predator franchise. So
yeah, because they've been Shane Black killed the Predator franchise.
Jacob McKenzie, thoughts on Simon Pegg says Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning is the best film in the entire. He would say that regardless. It's bananas. It's absolute bananas.
This shit is bananas. BNANAS.
Yeah, didn't he say the same thing about Rise of Skywalker or something too?
He wasn't involved.
Or was that Kevin Smith or something?
Hey Max, I gotta head out.
Okay,
I will talk to you later.
Bruce,
do you want me to take it off your channel, Bruce?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Have a good night, and talk to everyone later.
All right. Thanks, Bruce.
Peace.
Boy.